Alright, okay. Today I'm gonna talk about a couple things that I like to do to improve, that I did to improve my game, my CS, right? So, as we all know, W, A, S, D, F, G, R, T, and E, 1, 2, 3 are all taken, right? So, Um, what I did, and Q, right? Q is used as like to change between your last weapon, and then it just changes to your last weapon. So a lot of people like to double click Q to go to do 1-3-1, right? Something like that. That's what pretty much Q stands for. If you press it twice, you go from first weapon to like your knife, then back, right? I don't like that shit, alright? 'Cause it's fucking uncertain, alright? 'Cause I like knowing exactly what I'm like because you don't think about, okay, how do I put this? When I think about pulling my knife out, I like pressing 3, not Q, because I'm certain that 3 will get my knife out, and then when I press 1 or 2, I know that my pistol or my gun, my rifle is gonna pop out, you know what I mean? It's certainty. You don't want to fucking mess around with that. And then 4 is the same way, right? Because you don't want to press a button and it doesn't do what you want it to do. Because then you're just like reacting to the shit you did that fucked it up. You know what I mean? So, anyways, so what I did was I put smoke as my Q. That way, when I press Q, I get my smoke out, right? So if I need to do like a smoke off the bat or something like that, or a quick smoke, there's a guy around the corner, I want to smoke him off so he can't push. I press Q right away, and it smokes that shit, right? Same thing for the flash. I use V for, I use, my molly is B. My decoy now, because I switched all the other nades to different buttons, is 4, and I almost never have a decoy. And then X is my HE. C I use as communication, so that's my comms, and then this is also the radio chat, right? The Roger that type of shit. And then these are chat as well. Shift and tab and space. I don't use space. I use a button on my mouse because of the bhop shit, you know. That's like CS 101, you know, console key as well. But this is fucking huge. I can't state this enough, like for real. If you change if you take off the scroll wheel to change between weapons, right? Because that's another thing. The scroll wheel on the mouse to change between weapons. I don't like that because it goes too fast. Now, maybe you're like, oh, but I know exactly how to move 1 or move 2. You know what I mean? I don't care. I really don't. If you're moving, that means you're taking. If you're moving your scroll wheel, that means you're using one of your mouse fingers to fucking move it, and you know that's just bad. You don't want to do that. You want to always keep your mouse fingers on the fucking mouse, right? So just use 1, 2, and 3. Like dead ass. That's the best thing you can do. That would just save you. Like, and once you change to this, you know, maybe for like 2 games or 3 games, you'll be like a little confused. You'll be like, oh wait, what's my smoke? What's that again? I forgot. But then once you, dude, now I'm just fucking like, it's like a machine, you know, like a well-oiled machine. I don't think about pulling my smoke or my flash or my whatever nade. I just think I need to smoke that Q. I need to flash that V. You know, like it helps tremendously. Second thing I wanted to talk about is when I default, right? Going default on any map. Um so here's Mirage, right? When I call default, this is what I expect. Either a 1, 3, 1 as the T, on the T side, or a 2-2-1. What that means is I expect one guy from the T's to either go ramp or palace and play for info. I want you to like get info on how many guys are playing um A, right? Because let's say you hear maybe they throw maybe they throw a molly and a nade on ramp, like one right after the other, right? And then you already know there's two guys there, right? That's something simple, but that's default, right? CTs should have two guys on A, right? Supposedly. But then, let's say you're just sitting there, you hear three nades go off at the exact same time. Okay, maybe there's a guy, playing jungle and stairs and sight. But that's all. Just play for info. Same thing for the guy on B, bro. Like, just walk up, fucking play for info. That's it. And then if you have three mid, this is gonna be probably the setup. Window smoke, on smoke. Maybe molly that. Maybe a molly on bench, right? Maybe a early molly on ladder or cat. Maybe you wanna just take all control mid off the bat, right? You don't wanna fucking fuck around with the CTs and let them take anything. So you just do this setup, take the whole fucking mid area, and you're chilling. Or you go, but what I just don't want is people going to peek everything off the bat. 'Cause guess what? This peak right here, where is it? Window. Here, that's a 50-50, bro. Like, straight up, that's a 50-50. And on a buy round, especially when both of you have ops, I don't want to see that. Straight up, like, sorry. I don't care. I don't care. Like, maybe sometimes we need to take that room, right? And then we just need to peek mid off the bat. Fine. But if we're playing default, if we want to go slow, don't peek that off the bat. It's not that hard, bro. Just wait. Just wait for the smoke to pop, then you take control of mid, right? You have this entire setup. Why ruin it peeking 2 seconds before the smoke pops? I don't know. It's just kind of stupid. And this is why on train, on a map like train, you get punished hard for doing that. Especially on the T side of train. Well, or on the CT side of train, sorry. Because on train, where you can, I just played a match, right? And it was fucking terrible because my team would just only molly this. So then the entire C or T side team had this entire area to just take for themselves every round. So then we're forced to play 4 on A every fucking round, right? And then one guy B, which is this is honestly the default for train nowadays because you can just bring this guy right over here and have upper sight. But it was just annoying because this guy would you know, maybe this guy instead of coming in through con, he's coming in through IV, peeking this, dying to it, like that type of shit. And it's just fucking annoying. And even in on train, even if you were to molly this, um, it's pretty easy for the T's to just fucking like this is a lineup, this is a lineup, this is a lineup, you know. That's 3 smokes. They can just throw a fourth. There's 5 guys out. Bam. That's it. You have sight. And even if there's a CT here, he's gonna get dicked on, bro. Cause guess what? This line of sight, even if you're on the far right, right? Even here. We'll make this pixel fucking close, dude. Even if you're on the far right. Let's see. Even if you're on the far right, you don't even get to peek the entire A main. Look at all that space. You see all that shit? You think the entire team will peek you there? I mean, obviously, if you push up a little bit, you know, like over here or something, you have, you can actually see something. But, you know, what's obviously gonna fucking happen is you're gonna walk up. Oh, fuck. You're gonna walk up. They're gonna see you. They're gonna kill you. And that's that. You know what I mean? And then that's a wraps. Another thing that on that same match, bro, I think my team was just frustrated to be honest, but like this is something I just fucking hate. It's like it's so annoying, okay? But when I call out B as a T player, right? As a Montera's side, don't fucking run through here. Don't fucking do it. 'Cause guess what, guys? If there is a guy right here, or right here, you know, if they decide, hey, fuck it, let's peek B holes off the bat, you guys play safe on A, we'll push Pop Dog and have them locked in, right? What if they decide to say that? They get to fucking look at you, just running with their knife out, free kill, bam. Even if you have an AK, they get peeker's advantage, they fucking kill you, you're dead, it's gone, that's it, dude, 'cause now guess what, these guys are gonna push up Pop Dog, they're gonna fucking they're gonna push up Pop Dog. They're gonna fucking smoke off A main to make sure, or maybe even peek Ivy, and then just crunch you guys, bro. And all I ask is this: take a fucking left right here. Just take a left, even if you wanna rush, dude. Even if you wanna rush, take a left. Cause guess what? By the time you get like here, they'll realize where you are. They'll probably try to push up here. At least you have a fair fight, right? At least you can get a teammate to come over here and peek that guy at the same time or something. Make it difficult. Don't give them the fucking this shot. This shot is terrible for the T side, right? You think, oh no, it's just long hauls like on the original train. No, bro, they open this bitch up right here. You're fucked if you go there, alright? And the second thing is, if you decide to be a fucking 200 IQ player, bro, and just walk instead of running here, because you know the CTs are going to be able to hear you from A. If you decide to fucking walk through here, you're a god, bro. Because guess what? CTs, they're not. First thing they do when they don't hear anyone here, and then they don't like see any contact here or here. First thing they're gonna do, even if you have 5 guys here, right? First thing they're gonna do, go to Pop Dog. You know, they'll check over here. They'll check. But they wanna go to Pop Dog. They wanna get to somewhere where you're not gonna expect it if you are there. So all you have to do, really, let's say you're walking, they're gonna be able to get here. Let's say they run down Pop Dog and they send the other guy to rotate A. That's a free site. Let's say they don't do that. They just have they have this guy walk Pop Dog. Maybe this guy sits back B. All you have to do, bro, all you have to do is let one of your 5 guys sit here and just watch Pop Dog. And then other 4 guys go out and set up A or B with smokes, right? That's all you have to do. It's not that fucking hard. And then it's a 4v1 on site with a 1-on-1 here and bomb down. I don't know. I'm just venting, but yeah. That's all I wanted to fucking talk about. Anyways, see y'all later.